All right, students. So this week we're gonna simplify exponential expressions. So we already know all our properties of exponents, or laws of exponents, or rules of exponents. So right now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna combine all of them, and when we look at expressions with exponents, we're gonna know what to do because we have the shortcuts already. So let's try some. These are the basic ones, so let's remember that. So that, remember, there is a 1 here as an exponent. So when you multiply, you add the exponent. So that would be 4 to the 6th power. And then 4 to the 6th power, remember to use your calculator. That little key that has an x and a y as an exponent. So that's 4. And then 6. Press that button. That's 4,096. Okay. So we did already one like that. You add the exponent. So that's -1 plus 3, right? Here, this is the power rule. You multiply the exponent. So let's see. And remember, our answer, we don't like it with negative exponents. So we're going to have to do something here. So that's 4 to the -4 times -2. That's actually positive exponent. So that's a. So we don't have to do anything. Now, I'm going to leave it like that because we don't want big numbers like that. It's kind of annoying. Let's move on. Anything to the 0 power? 1. Be careful where things are, though. If everything is inside of parentheses and it's raised to the 0 power, then everything is 1. But be careful what that 0 power is, right? We learned that before. Now, when you divide, we subtract the exponents. So there's a 1 here. Remember, there's not an exponent. So that's 3, 5 minus 1, that is 3 to the 4th power. We're going to leave it like that for the purpose of remembering the laws right here. Everything to the 0 power is 1 here. So that is really 4 to the -5 power, and then there's a 1, which makes 4 to the -5th power. And then we don't like negative exponents, so that's 1 over 4 to the 5th power. We're going to leave it like that for the purpose of this. So that is a little overview of all the laws here. But then let's do some more crazy stuff here, right? We're going to do some with variables. So here we have 2a to the 3rd power and 2 times a to the 4th power. So we're going to multiply the numbers here. So that's 2 times 2 is 4. So it's 4. And then how many? Because we're adding the exponents because it's product. So that's 3 a's here and 4 a's. That is 7 a's in total. And that's how you simplify that. Okay. All right. Same thing here. Remember, in front of the x here, there's a 1. So 5 times 1 is 5. And then you have 2 x's here and 4 x's. That's a total of 6 x's. That's the product rule. All right, super simple like this, right? All right, let's look at something more complex here. Let's see what we have. All right, we have an extra variable here, so let's do that. So we remember that the -5 belongs to that x, right? So be careful there. So the first thing that we have 4, and then we are going to bring that x to the 5th power down, and then times, right? Or you know what? Better. We can just simplify like this, and then at the end we we simplify with positive exponents. 4 times 1, we multiply the numbers. That's 4. That's -5x, and then 1x more. So that's -5 plus 1. That's -4. And then we have 3 y's. We put the 3 y's, right? Now this x to the 4th power, we're going to bring it down. So our answer will look like 4 times y to the 3rd power over x to the 4th power. Okay, and that is our answer because we do not like those negative exponents. Okay. All right, let's look at this one. So that's r to the -8, and we bring it down below a 1. That's our answer. Okay. Now, the way we do this, we remember to each of the numbers inside the parentheses get that 5, right? So the exponent, so that's 4 to the 5th power, and m, you multiply 5, a power of a power, so that's 25. Now 4 to the 5th power is 4 to the 5th power, that's 1024, m to the 25. That is the answer there. Okay. All right, same thing here, same thing here. Look at this one. So each of the numbers get the power here, right? This one multiply, right? So that's 3 to the 3rd power times x to the 3rd power times z, and then 5 to the 3rd power, that's 15. Then we simplify. So that's 3 to the 3rd power, that's 27, times x to the 3rd power times z to the 15th power. And that's the answer right there. All right, so let's do some with division here. Remember x and x, you are dividing here, so you subtract the exponents. So that is, well, remember there's a 1, so the answer is 3, and then 4. 4 minus 3 is x. That's the answer, because it's 4 minus 3, right? You subtract the exponents. All right, from the same base, right? So it's an x and an x. Let's see, there's n's here, right? So we can simplify that. So remember, there is a 1 on top here. So that's in front of that letter, the coefficient. So that's 1 over 5. And then you have 4 minus minus. So remember, n is 4 minus -2. Remember, you are subtracting, but it's a negative number. So what do you get here? You get a positive number. So that's 1 over 5, and the n goes on top because it's positive. Okay, or you can say n to the 6th power over 5. You don't have to put that one. All right. All right, let's do this one. N to the 0 power, that's 1. N to the 0 power, that's 1. 1 and 1, right? Multiplication. N times n squared, so that the answer is n squared. This one, let's remember we are subtracting here because we're dividing. Let's put the 1 in front of that x as a coefficient to make it easy to visualize. So that's 1 over 3. That's the number. Take care of the numbers first, then the variables. So that y squared is going to stay because there's not another y, but -2 minus 3. So that's -2 minus -3. That's plus, right? So that is the total of 1. So 1 is positive, so x stays on the top. If it's positive, it stays on the top. If it's negative, it goes down and becomes positive. So, and the y squared stays on the bottom. There's not another y. So your answer is x over 3y squared. You can take that one off. Okay? Here you're multiplying, so you're adding the exponent. So that's -2 plus 4. And then your answer is m squared. Here, let's do that by parts here. Let's distribute that 3 to each inside the parentheses. So we have u to the 3rd power times v to the 2nd power times u to the 3rd power times, right? 2 times 3 is v to the 6th power. And then you can combine all of them. So that's 3 u's and 3 u's, that's 6 u's. And then we have, that's a u. And then we have 2 v's plus 6 v's, that's v to the 8th power. And that is my answer here. Okay. All right, let's do a couple more. So, check this out. All this mess, everything is inside the parentheses. All this mess is 1. Okay, well, that was easy. All right, here. So we distribute this 3, so that becomes positive. That becomes x to the 9th power times x to the 3rd power. You, again, are using the product rule where you add the exponents. 9 plus 3, that's x to the 12th power. You are simplifying expressions, right? All right, how about this one? Remember, you have to distribute first, so that's n, and -1 times 4, that's -4, and then over n to the 4th power. You're subtracting here because you're applying the division rule, the quotient rule, right? That's negative 4 minus 4. So you get negative 4 minus 4, that's negative 8. So that's negative 8. And then you are bringing it down like that. Okay, under 1. All right, let's do this one. Ooh, that's a lot of ends here. That's good. All right, let's do this one first. Okay, so that is we have to distribute here first. So let's multiply that out. So that's negative 2. We're gonna leave it like that right now. So that's 5 times negative 2. That's x to the negative 10, and then negative 2 times negative 4. That is positive 8. Okay, so we're gonna leave this 8 here because it's positive. It's gonna be this right down here. But this one needs to change because we don't like negative exponents, right? But we have negative 2 minus 10. So that's negative 2 minus negative 10. So that's plus, right? So that's the total 8. Because it's positive, we're going to leave it on the top. So that's x to the 8th power over y to the 8th power. If it was negative, the answer, then you put it down below with the y. All right. All right, let's do this one and that's it. So we are simplifying here first. That's 2 times 4. That's m to the 8th power. And then below, you can just add in the exponents. That's 3m's here and 2m's here. That's a total of 5m's. And then we are applying the quotient rule. 8 minus 5, that's 3. So m to the 3rd power. Okay. All right, I hope this helps.